My Resolve just came out today. Right now, I am currently sitting in front of a print shop with these little QR codes for my song, My Resolve just came out today. The reason I am cutting these myself is because it was like $15 for them to cut 15 pieces of paper, and I was just like, yeah, it's just like, I just am like, not in a position to waste $15 on scissors. Is it faster for them to do it? Absolutely. Do I want to waste my money at this point? No. No, I don't. So, I did pay for them to print my paper. It ultimately was basically like $14, $15. Which, okay, that to me is worth it, but especially like print costs are so expensive. So I made this little, it was 7 cents a piece, yeah, but it was 77 cents per page for the cardstock paper, so that's why it was a little more. If I had used regular paper, it would have been 7 cents a piece, but because I did the cardstock, it was more. And I mean, honestly, it's okay. But these are the kinds of things you do when you are trying to sort of make it with your music. You just cut the paper with your little kid scissors, because I was rushed out the door. That ultimately is my fault. And what I had at the time was kid scissors. So here we are using kid scissors to cut all of these little, just so that I can promote myself, my music, promote my music, like go listen to my new song, scan the QR code. My kids are so excited to help. We're about to go over to the factory, and I had this vision of like, if we show up, Miriam has this giant balloon, which is back there. Can't really see it, but I kind of can. That is a New Year's balloon. Yeah, there it is. And she just wanted to bring it on this trip so bad. And so I'm gonna print this on the balloon. So it says Happy Release Day, not Happy New Year's Day. We're gonna go to the factory to we're really just gonna walk around everywhere, and all the kids are gonna be with me, and we're just gonna hand out these little QR codes to everybody with the big balloon. Just like, listen to my song. Let's do this. Here we go. Check that out, the QR code. Let me see your little code. And then let me see the balloon. We got a little crazy on this. Happy Release Day, not New Year's. Here we go. Here we go. I've got little advertisers. Go on in. Okay, it is the end of the day, and I just have to tell you, I did not get any video footage of us being at the factory because it was so much going on. I basically walked in over by Honest Coffee Company, and I we went into Honest. We were like passing out these little cards that I showed you with the QR code. People were like so receptive. A few people were a little skeptical, like, why are you standing right next to me? But then as soon as we told them, like, hey, I just released a song, I'm celebrating, and they were like, oh, that's so cool, thank you. And like they all, took the card. So it'll be interesting to see if my like metrics go up after today. So, but what was really cool is as I'm walking down the hallway, the big long hallway, the factory, there was this group of people, and it was like a small group of people and then a really big group of people that were all just in this really tight circle. So we went up to the small group and we're like, hey, we showed them the QR code and all that, and they were like, that's amazing, like, what kind of music do you do? And I told them, and they're like, oh my gosh, you have to tell that group over there. And I'm like, okay. And it was just hilarious because Miriam had this like huge balloon, and it has like taped on there release day. It was like Happy New Year, but like over the New Year part, it was like release day. And but she was like 4, and it was so cute. They were totally getting a kick out of that. I had a big QR code on there, and then we went over to this big group that was right next to the small group. And the big group was like, the way I can best describe this is they like sucked us into their like group, and it was really just like that. Like we just got completely like sucked into their little swirl that they had going on. So as we're talking to them, they're like asking me these questions. They're like, oh my gosh, you write songs, and oh, it's worship music, we love worshiping, and they're like going on. And then the one guy goes, oh my gosh, this song is about the persecuted church singing to Jesus. They're like, oh my gosh, I have such a huge heart for the persecuted church. So I'm like, wow, that's really like cool. And just happens to be like at the same moment that I released this song, it was just very cool. And so I'm standing there, they're like, can we pray for you? And I'm like, sure. So they pray, and they're like sharing, as the guy was like praying, all I can say is he was praying very prophetically. It was like things that I've thought and prayed this past week specifically. And the whole thing was like, he's praying these things like, even when you this, even when you that, even when you think this, even when you whatever, I'm with you always. Like that was like God. He was like speaking that message loud and clear. And I just felt, it's crazy. Like, honestly, even just looking back at all these videos, that has been like the prevailing word of the Lord to me and to us, is just that like, I'm with you. And so those of you who are like going through this faith walk, he's with you, and he's not going to leave you or forsake you. He promises that, like, everywhere you go, he's with you, and he knows every thought, he knows every feeling, he knows every situation, he knows every fear, every anxiety, every joy, every laughter, every moment you wake up, every moment you lay down. He knows it, and he hears you. Yeah, I just was so encouraged by that. And then it was really cool because after we were down at the factory, we were going to go and get Riley some shoes because she has grown out of her shoes, and we're like, okay, let's go do it. Like, quite honestly, we're very strapped for money right now, but we're not complaining. We're not like blasting that announcement from the rooftops or something. We're just like, well, we gotta go buy her some shoes. So we're standing there, and this one guy, he comes up to me and he's like asking me all these leading questions about what is it that you guys are doing and why did you move here, etc., etc. And he starts to just encourage me and encourage me for Josh. And he's telling me to tell Josh these things, and it was just amazing, astounding. And then he goes, yeah, and your daughter Riley, she just told us that you guys are gonna go buy some shoes, and he's like, well, like, what size shoes are she? And I was like, honestly, I have no idea, because like she's grown out of all the shoes. And so So he was like, okay, well, like, do they have shoes in this, like, in this, in the factory? And I'm like, I have no idea. Well, then he kind of like disappears, and he comes back like a few minutes later, and he's like, so like, they don't have any shoes in this building. So I gathered some money from our group here, and we want to just bless you with some shoes for your daughter. And he just hands me like $85 in cash, and then he Venmo'd me $15. He like really wanted to make sure she got shoes, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Well, it's just like so crazy because yeah, we did need the money for shoes, but not only that, like, I wasn't going to the factory for that. I was just trying to promo my song, and then what I got in return was like the blessing of the Lord, and also him just saying like, I'm with you everywhere you go, and I love on your kids, and I'm gonna bless them, and which in return like blesses us as the parents. It was just really incredible, and to be honest, like, the whole day was full of ups and downs and highs and lows, but like that high just like absolutely trumped it all, and I just feel so blessed and so loved by the Lord and just so seen by him. And then this evening, Josh and I went to dance lessons, which was really fun. We just did like a little, as a Christmas gift, we gave each other dance lessons for a short period of time, and then we went out to eat and just were able to just kind of spend some time together, so that was really good. But yeah, it's been an amazing day, and God is so faithful, and his promises are yes and amen. And so even though we're not where we want to be, and like there are stressors involved in what we're doing, we know that what we're doing is of the Lord, and he's with us, and he is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we think, ask, or imagine, according to the riches of his word. And so that's just what I'm standing on, is that the miracle is coming. The miracle looks differently than what we thought, but it's definitely coming. This is the year where the doors are gonna fling wide for me. So watch out, world. The light of Jesus is coming. It's gonna shine through us.